Watcher. Today we're doing a product review and we are going to be reviewing the Stanley FatMax Sawhorse. So this model, I've written down some facts and figures. It's the FatMax aluminium adjustable Sawhorse. It's the Stanley I-92980. There's two options. There's the twin pack, which is $74.99 plus VAT, which is $89.99. Or you've got the individual Sawhorse, which is the 192.979, $41.99 plus VAT. So I got the I got a pair and an individual one as well. So I got three of them, and it cost $116.98 plus VAT, which was totaled at $140.38. Now before I had these, I just had a normal pair of Stanley plastic Sawhorses. I don't know how much they were rated at weight wise, etc. I'll give you the facts of these in a minute. They were £32 plus VAT, about 38 quid in total, so that's a little bit of an increase this. But the good thing about this, my dad borrowed my ones, my old ones. He was building bricking up a garage and a shed in his new house. He said, can I borrow them? They had them ages. I said, oh, I need them back. He said, I'm using them. Buy yourself a new pair and I'll pay for them. I didn't quite buy the same one, so thanks, Mum and Dad. They're quite heavy, these ones. They're 5.25 kilograms each, which is about 12 pounds per Sawhorse. The maximum height on them is 1025 millimeters, which is 1 meter and 1 inch. Each leg is capable of extending in increments up to 215 millimeters. So that means that if you've got uneven ground or a step, etc., and I will set up and show how they work in a minute. If you've got uneven ground, you can make them level by adjusting the legs, because each leg is individually adjusted, which is a brilliant feature. Max capacity of 1,135 kilograms or 2,500 pounds per pair of Sawhorses. That is massive. 2,500 pounds that they can hold the weight of. Now, I would imagine that weight, I can't find the literal on this, I would imagine that weight is going to be when all four legs are down and they're not extended in any fashion, because it looks to me like the extension clips that allow you to adjust the legs are plastic. I'm pretty sure that plastic couldn't hold 2,500 pounds of weight. So let's have a closer look at these, shall we? Expanding and collapsing the Sawhorses couldn't be simpler. Simply put your finger in the hole and pull out, lift it up and pull back with your hands to close it. Word of warning though, careful how you hold the Sawhorses when you close them, because I trapped my finger in it once and it smarts a bit. On top of the Sawhorse you have this V, which is very handy for holding dowels or pipes, etc., if you want to cut them on there. Extending the legs is idiot proof, as you can see how easily this idiot does it here. Each Sawhorse has 6 of these rubber inserts which stabilise the piece of work on top of the Sawhorse. Retracting our legs is easy. If you've got long gorilla arms like me, simply reach over and grab hold of them. Otherwise, the easiest way is to flip it over and let gravity do its thing. If you want to turn these Sawhorses into a mobile workbench, simply grab a couple of lengths of timber. I think it's a 37 by 48s. Put them in the holes that are designed to hold the timber. Stick a little bit of plywood or whatever it is you're going to put on top, and voila, you have a workbench. Obviously, the third, if you've got 3 of them, stick one in the middle, it stabilises it enormously. This is a close-up of the rubber inserts that are there to stabilise the work. Word of warning though, the one that I showed you here fell out and I lost it and I can no longer find it, so be careful, you have to super glue those in. This is a close-up of the catches that allow the legs to extend. This is their full extension. Here you can see what I mean about the clips that allow the legs to extend being plastic. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that they are going to hold 2,500 pounds of weight. Could be wrong. They don't look that strong to me though. At the bottom of each of the adjustable legs, you've got these rubber feet to stop the Sawhorse from slipping around. Printing on the Sawhorse, you've got just an indentation saying it's 2,500 pounds or 1150 kilograms per pair max weight, and a little something saying no standing or sitting on them. This clip just shows how easy it is to set these things up on a slope. It really couldn't be any easier to set this up. It's a doddle. So that's just a quick review of the Stanley FatMax aluminium adjustable Sawhorses. As I said before, I've had the cheaper ones and they worked okay, but they didn't hold anywhere near as much load. They were slightly lighter to use, but they weren't anywhere near as adjustable. There's no adjustment at all. You have to stick wooden blocks and shims, etc., underneath it. And it's unsafe if you're doing that. Sometimes it can slide out the shims, etc. And it just makes it so much easier. You haven't got to carry things around. The adjustment's always there. The only thing that concerns me is those plastic adjustable locating knobs. I'm not sure that they're going to hold 2,500 pounds, but as long as you bear that in mind and you're not putting a huge load when your feet are down, you should be okay. Expensive for what they are, but what were they, 140 quid or something? I can't remember exactly what I said. They do the job. I think they're pretty good. It's up to you to decide whether or not you want to go for an expensive pair like this or three. Obviously the price that I've got includes three, because it gives that when you've got the two of them with the bit of timber across and you're using it as a workbench, it just adds that bit of support, especially if you've got a chop saw in the middle. Stops it from bouncing and flexing. That third one is invaluable, so it's well worth thinking about getting that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like the video and subscribe and hit the bell button, and I'll see you on the next video. See ya.